All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brooke is letting people in and muting them as they come in. We're going to get started. Got quite a bit to share, and then at the end, we can open it up for some Q&A, and we'll stop the recording and all that. But welcome, 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 especially if you're a new meeting leader and you're here for the very first time. We are absolutely thrilled to have you. So thank you for being a meeting leader, and welcome to NTI Meeting Leadership. So glad to have you. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we remind you of who your area directors are each and every week. And why do we do this? Why do Brooke and I do this? We do this because we don't necessarily want you calling us. We want you calling them. That's really why we ask them to be area directors. Yeah, that's right, Ray. We want them calling you. We do not want them calling us. Okay. And that works out really good, because if they're calling and complaining to you, then they're not calling and complaining to us. So it works out really good. But there's a lot to share. And of course, your meeting area directors, Ray Amanat is first. Of course, we love you, Ray, and what you guys are doing in St. Louis, tearing it up over there. You're doing under your leadership, Ray. Under your leadership, we knew that it would do nothing but grow. We knew that. So way to go, Ray. You're killing it. Appreciate that so much. And Penny Burr in the Indianapolis, or all of Indiana for that matter, she goes way outside of Indy and goes up to northern Indianapolis or northern Indiana and all this other stuff. She's killing it. And she even traveled over and saw Ray and hung out in St. Louis for a couple of weeks or a week or whatever it was. I don't even know, but she had a great time and they did great things together. So thanks for that. That really worked out really good. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a fresh announcement for all of you in the Nashville market. Martha Harvey has accepted our new area director position for Nashville. That's right. Give it up. Marion Police. I love Marion. Always will. I know how rumors start, so let me just squash any rumors right now. Me and Marianne, I think, are best friends and always will be. And as far as I know, there's not a single thing between us except for the way that she drives. She drives like a grandma. But besides the way that Marianne Police drives, there's absolutely nothing between us. And I could be wrong. I think that I scared the crap out of her last time she rode with me. But I don't know. Maybe that didn't happen and maybe I just dreamed it. But she screamed half the way to the bar. So, and then I think she drank extra once she got there. So I don't know what that's all about. But besides that, we're proud to announce that Martha Harvey is going to be our area director in the Nashville market. And we're so glad about that. All right. Now then, Matt Graham, of course, trying to keep the flame alive over there in Springfield. We need him to get going again. I think things are starting to unlock in Missouri, and we're very excited about that, but we need Matt to step it up and start leading the meetings there. And I know he wants to and is trying. And Jason Dean, obviously in Ohio. So glad to have Jason and Heather do all that they do. We love them, and we love to drink and party with them as well. It's a lot of fun. Every time Heather and Jason are either here in Knoxville or we're in Ohio, it turns into pretty much a wonderful evening. So we're so glad about that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll, little drum roll for you. Evan Raouf, public announcement, is our area director in Michigan. Evan, this may have come as a surprise even to you. I'm not sure, but we're glad you've accepted the position as area director in Michigan. And if you haven't officially accepted it, well, now would be a great time. What do you think about that, Brooke?
I like it. I'm just kind of like where you just say, guess what you're going to do now? And it happens.
There it is. Guys, Evan is great on social media. He's really working hard and very supportive of everybody in the Michigan area and helping to grow and launch new meetings, along with Linda and Lynette. And obviously we love our meeting leaders in Michigan and could not be happier to have Evan and all that he does to help lead and share and grow the entire state of Michigan. And Evan, you're not only helping in Michigan, frankly, bro, you're an encouragement to other people around the country too. And that's why we knew you're the perfect pick for this. And we just hope now that I've announced it publicly that you accept it. So that'd be great. And so thank you for that. Now, first and foremost, I want to dive right into some stuff going on. Notice the logo in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, NNA. This is probably new to you, but this is the National Networking Association. Do you guys know that in 2019, there was an explosion of micro spin-off groups, right? For the first time ever in 2019, we experienced like someone like spun off of Networking Today and tried to take 100 of our members and all this kind of stuff. And it happens. It happens to BNI. It happens to all of them out there. But do you know, if you're in St. Louis, but by the way, let's do this real quick. Evan, in Michigan, what are some of the groups, the networking groups in Michigan that are popular besides BNI and NTI? What are they?
Well, SiriusNet is pretty popular. That's the only one I know. Wait,
what's it called?
SiriusNet.
SiriusNet.
Okay. It's a state one. He's done a good job.
Okay.
BNI and LBN, Local Business Network.
LBN. Okay.
Those are the other two.
All right. Thank you, Evan. So LBN, SiriusNet, whatever. You guys see in 2019, groups like spawned everywhere. Like St. Louis was probably the worst. There were more new groups 2018, 2019 that spun off in St. Louis than probably any other city in the whole entire world. But all these groups spun off. Well, here's the thing. How do you know, where is there a standard for networking? Where's there a standard for members, just individual members, networkers to go and find out if a group is good or not good? Where do you go to join and vet out what type of meeting there is? Where do networking organizations like NTI go to join to really establish ourselves with credibility and validity that we've been vetted and that we are as good as we say we are? And we're not just some fly-by-night, ladder in a truck roof repair guy every time there's a storm that comes through. These groups are spinning off and they're popping up everywhere. Free groups, paid groups, strong groups, competitive groups, all these kind of groups. So when this organization reached out to me and to Brooke, we were like, bam, sign us up. It's a brand new organization. They've reached out to us because we have a footprint across half of the United States. Well, some of it anyway, and growing. And they like our footprint and they like what we're doing. And they're using hobnob events to introduce themselves to the marketplace. Okay. And Knoxville is their kickoff. And so we want to have a hobnob event in your community. You say to me, Rich, we're still on lockdown. No, even Michigan, which has been on such strict lockdown, is at 50% capacity. Many counties outside of the main county in your area are unlocked. Wentzville, for example, we're doing great things. Alec and Hannah are killing it in Wentzville. To my knowledge, they're just outside into a different county that gives them freedom to be able to meet and have groups and things like that, where maybe, St. Louis proper, they still can't see. So there are opportunities for us to network and there are opportunities for us to get together. And so I want you to reach out to the Hobnob or to the NNA, and I want you to consider joining NNA. Now, you're going to be looking for a website. Their website is under schedule maintenance right now. We talked to them. We said, look, we're announcing this. Like, people are going to want to know, but they want to make some updates. They're launching some new things on their calendar of events, things like that. But the National Networking Association, and what I have learned about them out of Alabama, is they are working to create a networking standard where there is not a standard today. There is no standard. I talked to BNI, and when I was on the phone with BNI about, we were talking about Knoxville Hobnob, and we got into a conversation about NNA. The representative from BNI, who shall remain nameless, said to me, well, I'm a part of the world's largest networking organization. Like, we are the standard. Like, we are the educational resource. I'm like, dude, you're 100% biased. Like, you believe you're a part of the world's best networking organization because you have 256,000 members. Well, first of all, 256,000 members is not a lot of members when you consider that there are 8 billion people on Earth and there are 660 million users in LinkedIn. You're actually a rather small organization. And you're biased. If anyone comes to you, if anyone comes to the local BNI chapter and says, hey, what do you think about Rio? And by the way, those of you not in Knoxville, Rio it's not huge. I mean, it's a great networking organization, well established, been here a long time, but no one from BNI is going to say about Rio, great organization. Well, what about TNT? No one from BNI is going to say that TNT, which is a local total networking team, I think, here in Knoxville, I think that's what it's called, No one's going to say, man, that is an incredible group. You should consider go joining it. Or here are the pros, here are the cons. NNA is doing just that, which is why I'm so excited about it. They're going to be a neutral association, business association. This is not a networking company. I asked them about that. They have no intention of being a threat to me at Networking Today. ICAG, number 9, LBN, Rio, TNT, BNI. This is brand new, but we're launching this event right here in Knoxville. And we're going to take video for you. We're going to take pictures for you. We want you to come and join us. If you are in a drive distance or you've got budget to fly, come over and see us, please. We want you to participate. You can get your own table for your own business. So if you can do business outside of outside of your area, and you can do business inside of Knoxville, whether you live in St. Louis, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, doesn't matter, wherever, we want you to come and join us. A table is only $250. We've gotten ours. They're looking for 4 $1,500 sponsors. So like if you're in the Knoxville area and you know someone that would want to be one of only 4 sponsors, Brooke and I are helping them. And we've set up a Facebook page. So Brooke, I don't know, Brooke, if you can throw that link to the Facebook link in the chat or not. But those of you like Whitney, you may want to have be a bigger sponsor. You may want to make sure you have a table for either your moving company or your real estate company. Either way would be great. Joel, others that are in the Knoxville market. Stephen Davis may want to have a table with his health insurance. I don't know, but we need people to get on the bandwagon and support this great organization, because here in Knoxville, Schmoozapalooza is no longer happening. The Knoxville Chamber of Commerce will not support and host the Schmoozapalooza or Bah Humbug any longer. And NNA has told us they want to fill that space, that vacuum that's now going to be there for all of us to be able to network. So I'm hoping that all of you will get excited about it. You'll get on the bandwagon. And if you're outside of the Knoxville area, whether you're in Nashville or wherever, but you can do business with people in Knoxville, we expect anywhere from 500 to 800 people walk through this event for $250 to be able to get in front of all those people that were driving to your booth and that you have an opportunity to interact with. It's a no-brainer. There's going to be alcohol. There's going to be food. It's going to be a tremendous event. And I hope all of you will get on board. Brooke and I have been laboring feverishly over supporting the NNA, not only by joining the NNA as a premier member, Networking Today, that is, we want to help support and grow this organization. So get on board with that. If you have more questions, you can field your questions to me. You can throw them to Brooke in the chat if you want to know more. But St. Louis, Indianapolis, Michigan, Kalamazoo, up in that area, Lansing, like Grand Rapids, the perfect time for a hobnob. Okay. Ohio, Akron, Cleveland, all these areas, like we should be able to have hobnob events, introduce what we do. And I think it would be absolutely huge. Ours will be April 29th. And Brooke shared the link on Facebook where you can go and you can register. And I hope you'll decide to do it today. Don't wait. Now, general admission, if you're not going to get a table and you don't want to be a premier sponsor, general admission is $10 to get into this event. Tell everyone. If you lead an online meeting and you have people in the Knoxville area attending your meeting, I expect you to help us announce this. It's a very big event that's going to happen, and your support is appreciated. I know you'll have questions. We'll answer them. We'll work hard to answer them. If we don't have them, we'll make sure and connect you with the NNA so that your questions get answered. But we're happy to support them and be on board with what they're doing. The second thing I want to mention here today is the all new $1,000 Doublemint Double giveaway. Let me preface by saying one thing. I'm working with accounting. Accounting got a little bit behind, as many of you know, with compensation. We're all caught up on that now. I'm going to address that in just a second. And we've been feverishly working on March compensation, get those numbers. But right after that, we're going to finalize all the details for the last contest that we did, announce the winner, send out a gift card. Okay. We apologize. We're running a little bit behind, a lot going on. But here's the thing. As of yesterday, we've launched the Doublemint Double. What is the Doublemint Double? I know some of you are looking for a details slide. I'm going to get it for you. Hopefully by the end of the day. I've got so many projects I have to finish, but By the end of the day, I hope to get this for you, but here's how it's going to work. Every single member, including you meeting leaders, that brings a new member will get an entry into the contest. We're going to do a random drawing at the end. You might say, well, Rich, how do I qualify? Well, you have to have 2 members. So if you get 2 members to join NTI, you qualify. You only get 1, not qualified. You're out. Okay. You don't count yet. But you get 2 members. Now both of those members count. You have 2 entries. You get 3 members, 4 members, 5 members. Your number of entries grows by every single new member that you bring. The more new members you bring, the more entries you have into the drawing and the more chances you have to win. But we wanted to make it a little more sexy than that. We wanted to get it just a little more sexy, a little more hot. So what we did was we said, you might know someone that wants to start an NTI meeting. If you know someone that wants to start an NTI meeting and they start that meeting between now and the end of the contest, which is the last day in April, April 30th, we'll double your entries. Wait, what? You heard me right. Ray, are you sleeping because you're still behind an hour, or are you listening? I said you're going to double your entries, okay? I'm just making sure Ray's awake, ladies and gentlemen, because he said the time change was still messing with him, okay? He needs a little sleepy, nappy time. I get it. But here's the thing. We're going to double your entries, okay? So you start any meeting anywhere in the whole world. You start one meeting, boom. Let's say you had 2 new members, okay? Well, you now have 4 entries into the contest. You start 2 meetings, you now have 8 entries into the contest. You start 3 new meetings, bam, guess what? You now have 16 entries into the contest for your chance to win $1,000. Now, there will be runner-up prizes just like we always do. So get involved no matter what level, whether you're the winner of the big pot or not, but just one. Like, you only really need to bring a couple of members and that would be your chance to win. Okay. So it's not like you couldn't win if you just bring 2 new members, but you can sweeten the pot by doubling your interest. You guys get the double now, why we use Doublemint. See, that makes sense, doesn't it? Actually, this was Stephen Ledbetter, I think, that came up with the Doublemint idea. So to give credit where credit is due, we were on a call and he's like, yeah, that's cool. And Doublemint. So that's why that is. But anyway, it's a great idea. And I hope you guys all support it. You say, I know, I hear you. I know, I heard you. You say, Rich, is the image and meeting leader resources? It is. It's already there. What? That's right. We got ahead of the curve a little bit this time. So go out, right click on it, save that, and then add it to your Google Slides or your PowerPoint and begin promoting it today. Think about this. If there are 6 weeks between now and April the 30th, that means you have 6 of your meetings, and contest is over. You don't have much time. You got to start early and push as hard as you can now. All right. And
Wait, you're not done. So Connie asked a good question. If she starts another meeting, which she is doing, does that count?
Yep.
Yes, it does. Okay. So if you're launching a second or a third meeting, you have that kind of in the contest as well. So
or a first.
Or
No.
your first.
First meeting doesn't count. Second meeting would count. First meeting doesn't count. Sorry. Sorry. It can't work that way.
Steven's leaving. Joelle's gone.
But both Joelle and Steven both know tons of people that could start multiple new meetings.
Correct.
If they pushed them. So now is the time to push. Did I miss anything else, Brookie?
No, and I will make sure there's a second slide to explain the details.
That'd be great, Brooke, for you to make sure.
I won't, but I'll get back to Knoxville tomorrow and I'll make sure someone else does.
All right, we're gonna make sure and get that done for you guys so you have it. I'm gonna try to get to it by the end of the day. I just don't know if it's gonna happen. We'll try. All right, Brooke, tell them about the birthday party.
We are about to have a really, really big birthday party here in Knoxville. I don't know if many of y'all know this, but usually the birthday is a luncheon that is a fundraiser for a local charity. So each of the markets chose a place and so forth. So kind of like our Thanksgiving event, we do the same thing for our birthday. But if you know me, you know I don't have just one day of a birthday. I celebrate the whole month. So I'm like, well, why don't we do the same for networking today? So we're going to have a few days of events. So the 17th and 18th of June, it's a Thursday and a Friday. We're going to have a little 2-day event, 3 if you want to come hang out longer. We don't care. But if you go to the ntibirthdayparty.com, anybody who wants to attend can purchase your tickets for that. It is $100. But you are getting a whole lot for that $100. Okay. So Thursday, we're going to start off with a visitor's day at Rich's meeting, which we're going to take his meeting from Dano's office and put it at the Hilton Garden Inn, who's going to be our host hotel for the event. They've got a huge conference room. So we're going to be down there. We're going to have a visitor's day. You guys can kind of see how we do it here in Knoxville. And then after that, we'll go into some training. We're going to have certain things that we want to cover with you guys. There's going to be some new information that we're going to launch at the birthday. We are going to then go into a happy hour that afternoon at the Aubrey's right behind. So we'll do that about 4:30, and it's going to be a blast. And you can actually walk from the hotel to the restaurant and back. And then ladies, I don't know if y'all know this, but on Thursday nights, we have Networking Gone Wild. So like, why do we skip that, right? We're not going to skip it. We're just going to have it in person at the hotel. And you can still wear your pajamas because we're going to make it a pajama party. So it's going to be a blast. And then on Friday morning, we are going to take it to Dano's meeting over at Stefano's. It's going to also be a visitor day for his meeting. And after that is going to be our fundraiser luncheon that is for VMC. It's a local charity. Rich can tell you more about VMC in a second. But we're going to kind of include everything that we do as an organization into those 2 days, as well as some training and just fun, because we might be a blast to hang out with. So that's what we're going to do for our birthday.
So guys, you can go to ntibirthdayparty.com and register your room. Brooke, how much were the rooms that she gave us?
It's $129, and I think they have deluxe rooms that are $139. So she's given us a block of 20, is it 20 rooms, 25 rooms maybe? Yeah. So if it's something you want to do, you want to make sure you get in touch with us and go ahead and get that room booked. That way we have it, and then also go ahead and purchase your tickets.
So guys, I have a massive relationship with Sharon, this young lady, Sharon, who works over at the Hilton, and the room rates, this is a remodeled Hilton. It's gorgeous. I mean, the bar is gorgeous. The room we're meeting in is gorgeous. The individual bedrooms are gorgeous. And so I want to make sure that all of you know that you're invited. Some of you can't make it. I get it. You just cannot make it. Some of you don't have budget to travel. You can't afford the $100 or you can't afford the room. I get that as well. If you're a meeting leader, and I hope you take this in the right context. Networking Today has never stopped a single person from networking with us because they did not have the money. Some of you will remember that we had a scholarship program early on. Okay. We want to be a compassionate and understanding organization. It doesn't mean we're trying to attract riffraff, right? It doesn't mean we're trying to attract a lower quality business owner or business person. It just means that there is from time to time people who cannot afford to join a networking group. If think about it, if you're in business for yourself and you're operating in the red, that means you're not making a profit. That means your costs are not covered. So how can you add to your costs the expense of a networking meeting if you can't even afford to pay all of your bills? We have always been an organization of compassion, and I never, ever want that to change. This rule also applies to our meeting leaders. So let me give you one example. There was a member that came to me here in Knoxville and was saying, hey, Rich, I really want to be a part of Networking Today. I love my Networking Today meeting location, but I can't afford it right now. I gave them 6 months. I gave them a 6-month scholarship. Brooke will remember the most recent one. I gave him 6 months. He's posting on Facebook that he just closed $1 million real estate deal. I'm like, yo, baby, pay up, man. Time to buy the cow, Jack. You ain't getting the milk for free and not buying the cow, okay? Do not hear the wrong message. Do not hear me say that I don't expect you to pay or to have your members pay, because that's not what I'm saying. We're not looking to attract riffraff or people who mooch. That's not the idea, okay? Instead, what we're trying to say is be compassionate, be understanding, and we want to be that way for you. If you as a meeting leader want training, you want that face-to-face interaction, you want to see the way I run my meeting and wonder why, even during COVID, I have almost 50 people coming to my meeting and I don't count. That's why I said almost. I really don't know how many people are in there. I know it's more than like 20. I don't know if it's, I'm pretty sure it's less than 70. We have a room so large that we have to divide the room in two for our business briefs. Do you want that meeting? Do you want a large networking meeting? Do you know how a large networking meeting would help you? Do you know what it would do for you and for your business? Okay, a great way to get involved and trained and see how other meetings are run is to come to Knoxville. You'll see how my meeting is run, how it has been run the same way for 8 years. I have never changed. Ask anyone who has been coming. In fact, if anything, I've grown more tolerant. I've grown like more compassionate. Don't you think, Brooke? Don't you think I'm a more compassionate meeting leader today than I've ever been, Brooke?
Yeah.
See, even Brooke agrees. What I'm saying is, you guys want to see how I run my meeting? Join us. This is a glorious opportunity for you to make plans to come over to Knoxville, get a room. You say, Rich, I can't afford $129 a room. I'll go on whatever website. I don't even know what travel websites are. I'll go on Travelocity or whatever it's called, travelus.com, whatever it is. And I'm going to book my own room for $60 at the No-Tell Motel or $49.95. Great. Don't care. Do whatever you can do to get here. Drive here, ride a horse. Look, you say, Rich, I can't afford the gas. Go get you a horse, borrow a horse from a local farmer, saddle up, ride it here. All you have to do is stop along the way and feed him some grass and some water. That's it. Your costs are minimal that way. Okay. And if you want to sleep in my living room downstairs, you can. You can't shower in my shower. Sorry. It's reserved for me. But you can sleep in my living room if you want to, but you can't. You'll have to shower over at Brooke's house.
I'm not even going to be at my house. I'm staying at the hotel because I don't want to have to drive.
So I guess I won't be here either, but I guess you guys can, Beth will maybe be here.
But what I was going to say, we have tons of members and meeting leaders here in town who are willing to have you guys stay with them as well. So if it's something you're really, really interested in, you think it's going to be a struggle, reach out to us. We know people who are offering their homes for other members to come and stay at. So I know that Janet's got Penny coming and she's staying with her. So there's people out there who are willing to do so. So if that's something you're interested in, let us know.
Now, I don't recommend that you guys message Stephen Davis and ask him to stay with him. He has a dog I affectionately call Cujo. He will eat you. And I don't necessarily.
He will not. It's just you. It's just you.
Okay. I'm just trying to help you all. You're looking for people in Knoxville to stay with. Unless you want to be eaten by a dog, you might want to stay at the No-Tell Motel. Okay. But Steven's dog is nice. He just tried to eat me. That's all. What I'm saying to you guys is we want you here. Training, business brief training, spotlight training, meeting leader training. You say, Rich, isn't that what we're doing here? Yeah, this is more of announcements. Okay. And we cover some stuff on Thursday nights too, but not like being together, not like face-to-face where we can talk, have a discussion, group discussion. What do you do here? What do you do here? And that fosters other conversation, which is so difficult on Zoom. It is so difficult. I suggest that you go and book your room. VMC is an organization here in Knoxville that has not been able to have their public fundraising events. Their revenue is way down. They take homeless people off the streets in Knoxville and work to make them productive members of society, tax paying, at work, inside of a home, productive members of society here in Knoxville. And that is one of the reasons why we support them. So a portion of every single $100 payment for the birthday party that comes in is going to VMC. It's a tremendous cost. Plus, it's covering your lunch, as Brooke stated. We're going to have lunch, but if you paid the $100, that's covering the cost of your lunch as well. So we're going to have a tremendous time, and I really want you to get involved. You're going to be able to see how Dano Deck leads his meeting at Stefano's, as Brooke just said. So it's not just getting a flavor for me, it's also getting a flavor for how Dano does it. And then ask Dano, how did you build your meeting? What did you do? Ask Brooke. Like, you can engage with all these other people. And if all of you come, imagine Ruben being able to talk to Kristen, and Kristen being able to talk to Evan, and Evan being able to talk to Connie, and Hannah being able to talk to Ray. And I mean, just the interaction and the involvement and what we can learn from each other. But only if we agree to do it, only if we support it, only if you help us promote it and tell your members, because there might be members that you have that would want to come over to Knoxville and see what we're doing and learn about all we're doing, because it's a lot. And what we're doing in Knoxville, you can then take back to your meeting, your community, and duplicate it. And so the happy hours are going to be a blast. We picked Aubrey's because some may not even be able to walk. You may need to crawl back to the hotel. And frankly, it's close enough that if you do need to crawl, you can do it. And it's in June, so it won't be snowing. You can crawl your way back to the hotel. It'll be a fun time. For the pajama party, gentlemen, if you come over, just so you know, they're not the only ones that have a pajama party. Men, we also can wear.
I just cut him off on that one.
Saw that one coming, Brooke, just so you know. But we will. Men, you're expected to be decent, just like the ladies are expected to be decent, okay? So ladies, just so you know, when you come out of the room to go order your alcoholic beverage at the bar, guess where all the men will be? We'll be out there just chilling, just waiting for the ladies to come out and buy their drinks, okay? But we'll be in our PJs as well, okay? Now,
That was not agreed upon.
Yeah, it was. The NTI staff discussed this, and an executive decision was made that that is what would happen. So Ray, when you bring your flannels, okay, make sure you're covered, okay? I expect Vince Thompson to be in his bunny rabbit pajamas that he wears with his fluffy little ears and all that. Vince Thompson, those of you that don't know him, you will be very entertained. Believe me, it's usually an exciting event. So we wanted to make sure that you were aware of these events. These are happening. These are all going on. And guess what? You say, Rich, I can't make it to the June 17th event. Rich, I can't make it to Hobnob. Sorry. Rich, I can't do these. I can't make it. Okay. Let me ask you this question. Y'all listening? What are you doing in your community? What are you doing? You're the meeting leader. You are the meeting leader. What are you doing to support the birthday? The birthday really doesn't matter. It's an event that people can get excited about, that your members can get excited about, that you can then have them bring more members. And you know the magic formula. More members leads to more relationships. More relationships leads to more referrals. More referrals leads to more revenue. Please don't be a networking leader and think that all you have to do is open the doors from 9 until 10:30 or 8:30 to 10 or whenever you do your meeting. And that's all you have to do. Doing these types of events, which I have been promoting to you for years, doing these types of events is what builds your market. It's fun. People like it, and it shows that you're human. It shows that you're involved in the community more than just worrying about this 90-minute networking meeting. Okay. What I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is you can hold a hobnob in your area and word will spread. Will everyone be excited? No. The 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, is alive and well. It is just as alive and well today as the day that it was invented. You've got a minority of the people doing the majority of the work. You've got a majority of the people doing nothing. except talking. They just lip service, okay? Bad mouthing, negativity, whatever they're doing. Shut those people down. Host an event. What is going on inside of your head right now? How many of you are thinking, man, I should do a birthday? I should, Ray, let me look in. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I want to look inside of what's going on inside of Ray's mind, but what I'm saying is, I probably don't. But what I'm saying is, what about Evan? What about the rest of you in Michigan? Lynette, Linda, what about Nashville? What are we doing in Nashville? Who's taking the lead to create a birthday party? NTI is going to be 8 years old in June. Throw a birthday party. Get a sheet cake. Do the raffle. Raise some money. We have like $300 in our raffle envelope we're going to buy the cake with, and bagels and coffee and stuff like that, just from us doing the raffle, the 50-50 raffle that I've told you guys about. These things that we are doing and now working to convey to you are what we want you to get excited about. If you're in Knoxville already, Connie, Steven, and the rest of you that are in Knoxville already, you should, Brian Williams, Whitney Walden, all of us, Connie, I'm not going to mention Connie's last name, Connie, Brooke, the rest of us, like, we all should be on the same bandwagon. We should be all working to get people to Hobnob. We should all be working. The excitement, the energy, the event creates the energy needed to help you grow, instead of, well, there's another networking meeting. I'm going to stand up and give my business brief. There's my 60 seconds. Okay, sit down, do nothing. We must kick it up a notch. People are looking for it. Don't tell me people are not looking for it. I'll tell you, I talk to people across the country. Don't get me preaching. Don't get me getting my hanky out. I'm telling you, people want to get face to face. You and I have the opportunity. I forgot to mention Joelle, obviously, also in the Knoxville area. Joelle, that's including you. But by the way, ladies and gentlemen, congratulate Joelle. She's officially kicking off NTI Sevierville, and we're very happy about that. Welcome, Joelle. She's not only beautiful and smart and talented and all that, she's also going to be a meeting leader. So that just adds to her list of outstanding creds. But I'm saying, guys, that we all have to get excited about this stuff. If you are not going to participate and you're not going to help, then you say, Rich, I'm neutral. You're not neutral. You're hurting. You're hurting. You're hurting your own members. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting your own networking meeting location. You're hurting your own community because you're not getting involved when you could. It's the sin of omission. You're willingly not doing what you could be doing. Do you have to do it? No. Am I scolding you? Not at all. I'm trying hard to encourage you. I'm trying to stress the importance of the birthday party, the Doublemint contest. BNI, listen to me. BNI ain't doing no Doublemint contest where anyone can win $500, $1,000, or $10. BNI is not compassionate. BNI doesn't give a crap about members. You either pay or you don't show up. Heaven's sakes, their attendance policy, if you miss 2 meetings, you get kicked out and lose the money you did pay. There's no refund at BNI. You pay your $7.95, $6.95 plus quarterly dues. You lose it all. Your $199 non-refundable application fee, non-refundable. Ladies and gentlemen, we're $300 a year for an entire membership, and they can go to unlimited number of meetings. BNI has a $199 non-refundable application fee, not join fee. And you can't gain members? You have to get excited about these events. You have to promote it. You have to tell people that they can win. You have to find a way to do things like Hobnob, like that's why we're so excited about Hobnob. We're like, hell yeah, we'll get involved. If there's not going to be a schmooza, NTI wants to be a front runner. We don't want to be a late come Lucy. We want to be a front runner on the Hobnob. We want to be a leading networking organization, promoting, sponsoring, talking about, encouraging networking, because we believe that networking works. These events that we're mentioning to you are events you can take advantage of if you will.
Come here, buddy.
If you'll just do it. All right. Compensation is all caught up. All right. Now, we owed compensation as of yesterday. but we've been a little bit busy chasing our tail on a couple of other things, tax-wise and different things that we've been doing. And so we should have the final compensation number from February. So those of you waiting on compensation for your March compensation should be by the end of the week. We always do it within a few days, typically. January and February, December and January, we're all caught up last month. So that's how that works, right? We pay like the 15th of March pays for what we did in February. And so if you didn't get your compensation, didn't get the compensation you felt you deserved, whatever, all you got to do is let me know, and we will try our best to find out why. The best thing for you to do is email accounting. Suzanne Ritchie runs accounting. I'm not going to know the answer anyway. I don't know what compensation level all of you are at. I don't know, because some of you are on different compensation levels because you were here before others. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what meetings you're getting paid on. Suzanne runs all that. So if you send an email to accounting@networkingtodayintl.com, say, hey, Suzanne, I didn't get paid. I didn't get anything. Can you explain why? That's all you got to do. Copy Brooke. Brooke will help you. She'll help Suzanne. Okay. But just reach out to us. Let us know. Thursday training. Many of you are missing this laid back Thursday training. It's an opportunity for Q&A. You can come in, you can say, hey, I had a question about, I want to know how. And then we can have group discussion. We like maybe Kristen or Steven or Joelle or Connie or someone has an idea of how to help you solve the problem in your meeting, whatever that is. You're struggling with the web. You're struggling with your profile. You're struggling with NTI Connect. You're struggling. You want something improved. You got a complaint. You got this. You got that. Whatever. Thursday is the meeting to do that. We just did it last Thursday, so it won't happen this Thursday. So this coming Thursday, 2 days from today, we will not have the meeting. But this meeting is every 2 weeks. Thursday's meeting is every 2 weeks. So not this Thursday, but a week from this coming Thursday, we will have the next Thursday training. Put it on your calendar. It's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time zone, and we want you to join us. It's laid back. Have yourself an alcoholic beverage or any beverage for that matter. Don't care. Come in your PJs. You don't have to dress up. You don't have to put makeup on. You don't have to look all gorgeous and beautiful in Vogue. You just got to show up and you can ask all your questions. If you got kids in the background, dogs barking, husbands or wives complaining that they have not had dinner yet, whatever, all of that is relatively acceptable. Okay. So it's laid back. We just want you there. It's not an hour of a rich rant. It is an hour of you being encouraged and having your questions answered. So make sure to join us, not this coming Thursday again, but the next Thursday. You say, Rich, I've always wanted to attend Thursday nights meetings, but I don't know how. All you do is this one, the Thursday one is on NTI Online. So what you do is you go to NTI Online. You can either type in Brooke's name because she's the official meeting leader of this meeting, or you can search for NTI Meeting Leader Training. If you type in Meeting Leader Training, you'll find it that way too. Okay. And you can join every other Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We spend an hour together. Okay. Right before Ladies Gone Wild or Networking Gone Wild, whatever it's called. So my bad. Slip of the tongue. My bad. Never mind. So Networking Gone Wild is what I meant to say for all of you. Now, most of you know that I believe that knowledge is power. Most of you know that I believe that leaders are readers. I think you know that. If you don't, well, you heard it from me first here. Marketing Rebellion. This guy is a local Knoxville guy. Bam, I found this out. I was like, hello, I need to get with Mark. I need to know who this guy is. Mark Schaefer, author of Marketing Rebellion. This book is phenomenal. One of the things that he talks about in this book, just a little nugget that I took out of this book is, check this out. He talks about marketing and he talks about how people want to belong. Did you hear what I just said? People want to belong to something. They want a business to hug them. What is NTI? NTI focuses on the development of the personal relationship. Why? Because we believe in the power of the personal relationship. When you read this book, if you don't hear NTI throughout the whole entire thing, you miss it, I think, entirely. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And you got to get to like chapter 7, I think. I don't remember what chapter it's on. But there are golden nuggets all throughout this book. And I highly encourage you to get it on Audible and begin listening today. or go to your library, wherever you get it, Amazon, buy it. I don't care. $12.99, $12.95, whatever, buy it. It is a fabulous, fabulous book and worth every ounce of money you will pay for it. And I believe it will help you grow your business and your Networking Today meeting location. So I hope you'll do it. The next call is March the 30th, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to open it up for Q&A, of course. Thank you all. If you have to go, so glad that you joined us and hope you found this little meeting informative and encouraging. Honestly, I do. I really do. I love you guys. I hope you know that. Every single meeting leader, I want you to know we realize we would not have members if we did not have meeting leaders. We would not have meetings if we did not have a meeting leader. You are the key to all of what happens at Networking Today being successful. I love you. I thank you. If you have to run, bye-bye. Thanks for coming. I'm going to stop the recording. And
I want to say give lots of love to Deb because she's the reason why we started reading that book.
yes.